Make America Great Again is code.
Yeah. No, it's not code. It's blatant. Have you seen that rally?
Yeah.
Man, it made me not want to wear red, white, and blue for a while, that rally.
Yeah.
The things that were being said, those T-shirts. I mean, I call them the bumper stickers because that's how they talk. It's like bumper stickers.
Musician Pharrell Williams has a lot to say about Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump.
But you trust him?
Right.
You trust him. But I'm praying for our nation right now. I'm praying for the human condition. I'm praying for women.
Yeah.
I'm praying that we make some better decisions.
And he, like many,
why you held on to those documents when you knew the federal government was seeking them and then had given you a subpoena to return them.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
you
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to, you're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
Can you answer why you held on?
The jury has been seated in that trial to determine how much money in damages former President Donald Trump must pay E. Jean Carroll for his 2019 defamatory statements about Carroll's sexual assault allegations. The former president was already found liable last year for sexually assaulting Carroll in a department store dressing room in the 90s and for defaming her in 2022.
Called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only Rosie O'Donnell. She gets out and she starts asking me all sorts of ridiculous questions. And, you know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
The president insisting he knew nothing about the $130,000 paid to the adult film star by his attorney, Michael Cohen, to keep her from talking about their alleged relationship more than a decade ago.
the man who claims to live his life by the Bible cheated on his wife with an adult film actress.
Good evening. Good evening. Here we are, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Like a porn star says when she's about to have sex with a Trump. Let's get this over with.
Comedian Michelle Wolf, quick to remind us.
I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and... She was married. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the...
Many Americans are saying the exact same thing about you, that you should have warned them the virus was spreading like wildfire through the month of February instead of holding rallies with thousands of people. Why did you wait so long to warn them?
Who are you with?
I'm Weijia Jiang with CBS News.
So, if you look at what I did in terms of cutting off or banning China from coming in.
Chinese nationals. But by the way, not Americans who are also
Nice
coming
and
from
easy.
China.
Nice and easy. Just relax. Are you ready? How many cases were in the United States when I did my ban? How many people had died in the United States?
So do you acknowledge that you didn't think
Keep your
it was
voice down,
going to
please.
spread?
Keep your voice down.
See the disrespect Trump has for women.
This country feels so polarized right now. I mean, if, when you look at it, what does that mean for you and sort of your creative world?
That silence in this room right now is often what I feel
Yeah.
when you see some of the things that are being said. Not just about my culture, but about women.
He's got a point. After all, with Project 2025.
I think this video has made me rethink the 19th Amendment, but let's keep it going.
That is Johnny McEntee, who we have covered previously. He is a Orange County conservative, was quarterback at the University of Connecticut, second string, and worked his way from being Trump's personal bag carrier to then being in charge of hiring and firing people based on loyalty, looks when it comes to attractiveness of women, and lack thereof when it comes to men, so they wouldn't be able to compete with him. And he discussed the 19th Amendment. So what exactly is that? Let me refresh your memory here. In short, per archives.gov, the 19th Amendment legally guarantees American women the right to vote. Achieving this milestone required a lengthy and difficult struggle. Victory took decades of agitation and protest. So when we're talking about Project 2025, and one of the leaders that is working on it, who is a former Trump administration official, joking with the opportunist, I hate gay people, though I would do anything for $1 and to make my way into the popularity realm, Michael Knowles, he jokes about revoking the 19th Amendment. There are many other terrible things that are in Project 2025. This should ring alarms for a lot of people because McEntee, like others, sees the only way for him to remain relevant and powerful is by playing into people's deepest fears and blaming women. That is what he is about, and that is what he will continue to do. In addition, the one thing that he did that stuck out to a lot of people, per Jonathan Karl's book, was he played into Donald Trump's fears of the deep state. And that's what got him to the position he is in today.
When you think about the destructive things that have come from mankind, mostly men, it's not women that are running up in our schools shooting our kids up. It's not women that are like, shooting up clubs. And it's just on the line. It's on the line right now. It's on the line right now. And I know that we have the ability. And I pray that women, all the women wake up, because there's a lot of women in the fight right now, but I pray that all the women wake up and recognize y'all have more power than we do.
It's wild how a conversation that took place from yesteryears remains as relevant today as ever, with Pharrell and Variety holding this conversation. An important one at that, because as we have seen it through Trumpism, MAGA Republicans, nothing's changed. And actually, the argument can be made, it has only gotten far worse. They have become more extreme. Look no further than J6. And look no further than what they are trying to do to install a fascist, theocratic, Christian nationalism theocracy into the United States government to control us all. This needs to be discussed more. And we will devote another video to Project 2025. Before playing another clip, though, it is shocking how predominantly suburban white women would vote for a man like this. I mean, we'll go full screen here, and we'll do it many times over. But via 19thnews.org, the history of essay allegations against the former president are quite rampant. From his ex-wife to a woman on a flight with this man, to a photographer and former model. The list goes on and on and on. A former employee of Trump's in the 90s, a health food business entrepreneur who attended a dinner with the former president, and multiple former Miss Teen USA contestants, which, by the way, he has talked about on the air with Howard Stern from years ago. He would talk about how he would go into these changing rooms with women teens, not even women, teens, and brag because he ran the show. So he can go in there when they're changing. He can make them uncomfortable because it's his. The show is his. It's preposterous. And yet here we are today with the family values people saying that they truly care when they don't.
You are in control. But I just pray that enough ears and enough hearts hear that, both female and male supporters. It's crazy, the men that say some of the things that they say and do some of the things that they do. They forget how much women have to carry, including their behinds when they're in their stomachs. Any man that thinks that way has forgotten that he was once carried by a woman. And he was lucky to make it in the conduit, by the conduit of a woman's body. He was lucky. But we're at a place in time where people say things, and you'll see women supporting that. It ain't just men on that trail following that guy. It's women out there too, blinded.
One other thing Pharrell said here was when he made music which could raise some eyebrows and be seen as somewhat risque, he did it with his full intention of being a dance track, of people having fun, of people celebrating the joy of music. And when you look at what this man is doing and what he's trying to accomplish, it is not for fun. It is at the expense of us all. And that is something that we need to remember. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.